Don't look now, Petey. But the Yotes are a wagon.
I think it's official now. I think they're officially
They're a wagon. The streetcar, pull over, the wagon.
The wagon's here.
All aboard. Everybody on.
It's 24 games in and they're in a where? Playoff spot.
They've done what? Won 5 straight.
Against who?
The last 5 Stanley Cup winners. I mean, this freaking team. We're going to have so much fun tonight.
But it's so much better. Like, again, we've been through the ups and downs and ups and downs. We're like, this is great. 5 straight wins
this
against
feels
really
so
good
good.
teams.
When's the last time you felt this good watching the Coyotes?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the PHNX Coyotes post-game show. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. I'm Leah here with Petey. We got Craig calling in from Mullett shortly. Danielle's behind the Mac. 100 likes for the Magician. We're at 50 right now.
Wow, I know.
Let's
Somebody said it early because Craig's not even like down to the interviews yet.
Yeah.
But the Magician, I tell you what, he's been practicing.
I mean, he's got to be on all the time because they keep winning.
And yeah, so like they've moved him out of the little bookshelf area and they've put him in the bar now.
Yeah.
So to highlight his skills.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait. This was I don't even know where to start with this game because it's one of those games and hey, let's be honest. The Washington Capitals were not the Washington Capitals tonight. That's not their best effort. They're a better team than that. They really are. And it's hard because they're finishing up a 10-day road trip. They've been on the road for a long time. They had back-to-back games in LA and Anaheim. They got their ass kicked in Vegas. They're tired. They just want to go home. Like this is a hard one to get up for. Yeah, it is. It's literally me every night is the Washington Capitals tonight. And they played like it. And when you get behind that early, the first 2 shots go in. And it's hard because you look at Darcy Kemper, who's won the Stanley Cup, and he's sitting there and the first 2 shots go in. You look up at the board, you're out shooting the Coyotes 8-2 and you're behind 2-0. It's almost impossible.
Very
to come back from
Coyotes to score 2 goals on 2 shots.
But they were great shots.
Yeah.
Like you look at those goals, like that. The first goal that opens up on that Cooley goal, that's an incredible goal. Like you can't fault Darcy Kemper. I didn't love the Carcone goal from Kemper's side, but by then the game's over. Like there's no way that team is going to battle back against that kind of a start. So the Coyotes, wow, and it was everybody.
Everybody.
Your hoodie is fire.
Yeah, a lot of comments about the hoodie. Thank you. You can buy it actually in the Coyotes team store. This is the Common Hype collab that they did, and it's available for sale. I saw it at the arena. So check it out. Today was a chilly day. I love it. And the back is even better. Maybe at the end we'll turn around. We'll do the quick 1-minute summary. There's a lot to summarize.
Yeah,
I'll do my best.
Sit back.
I'll do my best. It all happened in the first period. Logan Cooley gets his first goal at Mullett.
Heard of him?
Yeah, Logan Cooley, he gets his first goal at Mullett Arena. Michael Carcone, who I don't know if you know this, he leads the Coyotes in goals, scores his 12th of the season. That's 2 goals on 2 shots on goals. Goal by the Coyotes. One downside of this game, which we'll talk more about later. Sean Durzi gets crushed into the boards by Wilson, limped to the bench. He was out, didn't return. That was like the one bad thing about tonight, but we'll table that for now. Nick Schmaltz, power play goal, unreal pass from Keller. And then, wait, don't look, Nick Schmaltz again. From what? Another unreal pass from Clayton Keller. And then just to put the nail in the coffin, Jason Zucker, an unreal commitment to the puck, scores the 5th goal of the first period. Then in the second, Coyotes shorthanded Nick Bjugstad to Kerfoot, to Bjugstad, to Kerfoot, to Bjugstad, and in 2-on-0 shorthanded goal. Just unreal. And then, we talk all season long. Oh my God, new profile picture of the Banners. Let's go, Ethan. And then in the third period, they hold on. That it was a full team effort to make sure Ingram got the shutout, and he did. And the Coyotes played a full 60 minutes. They did maybe the first time of this season. What a performance.
Yeah, and it was all 60 minutes. It was all 20 players. I guess 19 after Jersey goes out, but this was everybody. Like it wasn't, hey, the Bjugstad line carried him through, or the Keller and Schmaltz carried him through, or was it Ingram played outstanding? It was everybody. This is exactly That's 2 periods without Jersey. You're still missing all of your centers, and you still are missing Dermott. Like, what's going to happen when they get healthy? Like, this team, they're coming together at the right time. You've got to believe in what Coach Turney is selling, because they are. And I want to go right. I want to go right to their first goal, because that you talk about, it's on the power play. And I think we've been saying every day that Logan Cooley is getting just a little bit better, and I think he's playing with more confidence. I thought today even more so that he had the puck, and he seemed like he was holding on to the puck longer, looking for better options.
Yeah.
And that pass by Clayton Keller from almost at the blue line to Logan Cooley, who was almost on the goal line, over 4 sticks, in the air. Sauce landed right when it hits Cooley, and Cooley's able to pull his stick in tight to his skates. Unbelievable goal. And it's Clayton Keller's skill and ability to make plays that sets that thing up. But I got to give Cooley some credit too, because that's a hard puck to handle that tight into the net. So
what a pass.
Unbelievable pass.
What
unbelievable.
A pass.
We have to give Clayton Keller his flowers.
He had 3 assists tonight, and all 3 were unbelievable passes. All 3.
The backhand sauce on the one-timer and the backhand drop pass, both Schmaltz goals. And Schmaltz honestly should have had a 4, or should have had the hat trick. Like that pass that he shoots it in the third period through the crease off the post. Like you could just see him.
He was like laughing on the bench. As one of those.
It's too bad, because I thought that line looked great again tonight. The power play was good tonight. The penalty kill was good tonight. Honestly, they checked every single box.
It's unreal.
This was a great team effort. Again, that was not the best I've seen the Washington Capitals play this season.
Coyotes were great.
HK. Coyotes were great.
Let's take a look at the numbers presented by Desert Financial Credit Union, Arizona's #1 credit union, named by Forbes. Coyotes narrowly actually somehow shot the Capitals 27-26. Oopsie daisy. As you mentioned, I mean, Darcy Kemper, a .400 save percentage. Yikes. And Charlie Lindgren wasn't really put in a position to succeed. He had an .864 save percentage. But the Coyotes power play 50%, 2 for 4. Unreal. They're clicking, and it's ironic because Coach Turney talked to Craig this morning about Blaine Forsythe coming in. Blaine Forsythe, of course, coached the Washington Capitals power play for years, comes over to the Coyotes, is now coaching their power play. This power play has been so hot, 2 for 4 tonight, whereas the Caps were 0 for 4. Block shots, this was another big thing for the Coyotes tonight. They had 20 block shots to the Caps 12, and then shot attempts, the Caps were all over it with 62 to the Coyotes 48. But the Coyotes just capitalized.
Yeah,
capitalized.
Wow, was that on purpose?
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. That was not on purpose.
That's
but
just amazing.
I'm feeling very proud of myself.
Yeah, and you look at that shot attempts, and the key stat there you put up was the block shots, with 20 block shots tonight, and it came right down to 6-0 lead, under 2 minutes to go. That probably the Capitals' best chance of the entire game is nearly an empty net, and you saw 3 Coyotes getting in front of the shot. 3 Coyotes with a 6-0 lead, and one of those Coyotes was Juuso Välimäki, who just got hit in the face and has all kinds of issues with his teeth and jaw, and he still gets down in front of a shot. That's absolute commitment, and it's amazing what this team is doing right now. And I think people around the league have to take notice that they're the hottest team in the National Hockey League right now with 5 straight wins. And it's not that they're just beating cream puffs. They're beating the best teams in the National Hockey League.
Did you want to say that one more time? Who did they just beat? The best teams in the
best teams in the National Hockey League.
You mean the last 5 Stanley Cup winners?
The last 5 Stanley Cup winners.
I think we should put up some banners. Let's do it. Raise the banners,
there
Danielle. Let's go. The Coyotes have beat the 2018 Stanley Cup champions, the 2019, the 2020 and 21 Stanley Cup champions, the 2022 Stanley Cup champions, and the 2023 Stanley Cup champions all in a row. Freaking, we'll take the banners. You can laugh at us, but we'll freaking take them.
And you know what, Leah?
Raise the banners.
They cannot take those banners away from
us.
Us. No, we will be showing those banners throughout the 23-24 season, because
and
now
perhaps beyond.
They are hung.
Just like the Toronto Maple Leafs.
They can mock and tease and they can joke about the arena, but there's no other team in the history of the National Hockey League that has done that. So put the banners up in the Mullett and be proud.
Raise them. Raise them.
Raise the banners.
We wear them proudly.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
It is impressive. Nobody else is doing it.
And we will say, because you, me, and Craig, we all looked at the schedule before Vegas and we said, this could be bad. And it has been, what's the opposite of bad? Fantastic? Yeah. I mean, that's what it's been.
See, Charles had to throw a little bit of nerddom into that.
Yeah, just collecting wins over Stanley Cup champions like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones.
Buddy.
But then maybe the snap will get the Coyotes a new arena.
Yeah. You should
More
know
arena
that.
talk when Craig comes.
I'm just teasing CWP. You're actually dead bang on with your analogy.
Derek says it's the Mullett magic, and you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. The Mullett magic, and it's funny. I know we joke about the Mullett magic, but this is how this team played there a season ago. That when teams came into the Mullett, they had a tough time, and I think the atmosphere is like that of an exhibition game, and some teams play like it. I think the Caps, to have this game be the last one of this 10-game road trip was just unfortunate for them. If this is the first game, they might have been able to play better. This is a tough one to end on for them. It's just a different atmosphere in the Mullett, and the Coyotes take advantage of it. And last year we saw the Coyotes outskate good teams in that building.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen the first 10 here. And now it is. This is what you expect to see from the Coyotes at home. And if they can continue to play like this at home and stay 500 on the road, yes, this team could be a playoff team. I will say it now. Again.
So wild.
Playoff team.
Oh boy. There was a lot of competition for the dog tonight. So much so that we said, let's give it to the whole team. So
let's do it. This is new. This has never happened in the history of PHNX.
The Pack has that desert dog in them.
The Pack. They do.
6 goals, a shutout.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable performance. Yeah. 20 block shots. We went over the numbers. They all deserve it. And obviously we're going to go through here and highlight some of the guys who had stellar nights. But I mean, this was a team effort, a team win from Connor Ingram to Logan Cooley to Nick Schmaltz to even Sean Bersey, Matt Dumba stepping in on the power play. Like, this was an absolute team win start to finish, and they deserve it.
They dominated in the faceoff circle. They dominated in the special teams. This team was good from beginning to end, and hats off. Like, this is exact definition of a team win. This is phenomenal, and now you feed off it. And the good news is, guess what they have tomorrow? Another day out. I mean, they haven't officially said that, but they don't play till Thursday now.
Yeah.
So you get 2 days, and they play another home game before hitting the road. Very winnable game on Thursday. You have to be careful because they've played such high-end competition. We've talked about the 5 Stanley Cup champions. The Philadelphia Flyers aren't I mean, back in the 70s they did, but not now. So this game it's a trap game. You got to watch out.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to be ready, and I think they would get one of these 2 days off, but they better be ready to play Thursday. This is one that could sneak up, and John Tortorella is going to have that team prepared. So they just take care of business. Enjoy the day tomorrow, but then back to work because you have to finish that one strong.
I just need to highlight something that Ogie just said. The Coyotes are 4 points out of first place in the Central Division.
The Central Division?
The Coyotes have 28 points right now. The Colorado Avalanche have 32. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets won tonight, so they have 30 points, but the Arizona Coyotes are knocking on their door. If Winnipeg had lost tonight, those two teams would be neck and neck.
Tied.
And Winnipeg would still have the edge.
And Dallas got pumped tonight.
Yes.
By who? Tampa? Who beat Tampa this week?
Oh, the Coyotes. Among others,
checking.
Colorado.
Just checking.
And Vegas. I don't know if you've heard of those teams.
Saying.
But I mean,
You're right. They're 4 points out of the first place of the Central. Like, are you kidding me?
What?
When they moved to the Central, we said this team will be last in the Central in perpetuity. Yes, I used a Craig Morgan word.
I'm so proud. So proud.
Thank you.
Okay, well, let's just I think we should just go goal by goal here because I don't know how else to approach this. We already talked about the Logan Cooley goal a bit. That must be a huge weight off his shoulders. Also, I know he grew up in Pittsburgh, but the Capitals are his childhood team.
Yep.
And he talked this morning about, what that meant to him, how excited he was, and to score a goal against his childhood team, unreal. And it's his first goal at Mullett, his first goal in 8 games, a huge weight off Cooley's shoulders. So that got things going. And then who else but prolific goal scorer Michael Carcone, who is now in consideration for the Rocket Richard at this freaking rate. Like
the Heart? Did you say the Heart?
The Heart, yeah.
Michael Carcone?
Good Lord.
Yeah, maybe a little too soon for that. Sorry.
I mean,
that's blasphemy in Canada if you said that. But Carcone, that's a hell of a shot. I know it's one I think the goalie would like to have, but you know what? He uses the defenseman as a screen. I don't think the goaltender saw it. Like, Michael Carcone is a goal scorer, period. End of story. Like, we saw it in Tucson. a year ago, led the American League in scoring. Well, guess what? Kid can score. And wow. Just somebody does it every night, because you know who wasn't hot tonight was Nick Bjugstad. I mean, Bugey got the shorty, but the line, the Kraus.
Yeah, and normally they're the hot ones carrying.
So again, it's somebody different every night, and this team's got 5 guys out of the lineup.
Yeah. So the Coyotes right now, Travis Dermott's missed 12 games with injury. McBain's missed 11. Hayton's missed 8. Clayton's missed 4, and Travis Boyd's missed 2. And they've won 5 straight games.
So what happened? We will have to talk about that. We'll put it down in pencil somewhere. What do they do when Barrett Hayton comes back? Tonight's not the night. We're going to relish in the win, but I want you to write that down. What do they do? Because I thought that Cooley, Keller, Schmaltz on the power play, they're starting to get some really good chemistry. Like I know they got 2 power play goals tonight, but they could have had 4. Like Carcone, Michael Carcone by Dustin.
Carcone. Sean's getting the hashtag Carcone for heart going. And by the way, the mayor of PHNX is in the chat saying, don't let them get 6. They might get 7. But we're seeing a lot of create chaos. We're getting some good D-backs energy.
Some good D-back energy.
You know, never say never.
I'm here for it, baby.
Yeah, create
Danielle
chaos.
is here for the chaos.
And a connected team is a dangerous team. Don't forget it.
That's what Derek told me.
Let's read our super chat from Charles, who said, WAGON. That is correct, Charles.
Again, put on your Diamondback WAGON shirt and carry it over, because everybody that followed the Diamondbacks can relate. Like, there were points in that season, even the middle of the season, or even towards the end of the season, where the team wasn't even in the playoffs. Like, they just weren't.
No.
And then all of a sudden, oh boy, there's something interesting going on here. And you got to give it to Troy Lavello. He said, what did he say?
A connected team is a
what?
dangerous team.
Exactly. I would say this team's pretty
and we're
connected.
Effing dangerous.
I would say this team is connected. I think T-shirt sales would just be easy, just to replace the snake with Cody the Coyote, and just go with it.
Yeah, there we go.
We're effing dangerous.
Oh boy.
No, it is exciting, and I will say this for some of the diehards that have stuck around. This is our 3rd season we've been on the air. The diehards that have stuck around for 3 seasons of this. Oh my goodness! Like, how must this feel? Like, it's just. We've been so low and so down for so long. Well, yeah, we're going to embrace this. We're going to embrace this. It's a 6-game streak. I know they not handed out the cup tonight, and there's no rings for winning 6 in a row, or
there's banners.
5 in a row. But there are banners. But this is something Coyotes fans can relish in and enjoy.
Absolutely.
And they
should. They should. And you know what's so nice? Like, I was listening to 32 Thoughts this morning, and they put aside 2 minutes to talk about how good the Coyotes are right now. Do you know the last time I heard that talked about on that podcast? Every time they talk about the Coyotes, it's about the arena. It's about bad struggles. Like, just to listen to good, positive Coyotes talk, unless you're the What Chaos podcast.
Yes.
And I...
Calling them out right now. Because you know Pete and DJ are listening.
Yeah, but Sean is. And
Sean
I know Sean is trying.
I know he's trying.
But
yes,
Pete and DJ, you better talk about them tomorrow.
The Yotes. WAGON. Hottest team in the National Hockey League.
And Chris, in his super chat, said longest active winning streak in the league. And that is correct, because the Oilers are on a 4-game win streak.
They did not play today.
Are on a 5-game win streak.
Yes.
So they are the hottest team in the league. Connor Ingram, hottest goalie in the league.
Who was the first star in the week?
Connor Ingram.
Not of the team, but of the National
Hockey League.
The National.
First time a Coyotes goalie has
since
been
who?
Since Mike Smith.
When they did what?
2012. What else happened in 2012?
Western Conference Finals. Somebody said. I don't know. I'm already thinking about the playoffs in the Mullet. The offs in the Mullet. But where are they going to put all the people? What are they going to do? It's a great problem to have. Let's do it. I don't know. The media is going to go bananas. There's no real. It's going to be fantastic. Have to do it. Have to get to the offs.
Oh my.
National TV trucks are going to go out of their friggin' mind.
Oh my gosh.
At the Mullet. Let's do it.
It's December. It's holiday season. It's Christmas season. It's also Schmaltzmas season. I don't know if you know. Merry Schmaltzmas to all who celebrate. And ever since Nick Schmaltz shaved his facial hair, like, he's been on a heater. 2 goals tonight. Both unreal passes from Clayton Keller once again. Kerfoot, the second assist on the first. Kesselring assist on the second, and that was his 8th and 9th goals this season. And we talk about the top line. Oh my God, Nikita's back!
Nikita's back.
Nikita just ordered my Logan Cooley jersey.
They just thumped the stars, and he finally came back.
We've been missing you.
Nikita Kucherov just got his Cooley jersey. I wonder if he'll wear it in warm-ups.
Man. What I was saying, though, was we talked about the top line, and even though it wasn't necessarily the top line as a threesome on 5-on-5, but Cooley, Keller, and Schmaltz all had points tonight, and that's something you want to see. And even Cooley this morning was talking about, it takes time to build chemistry and get things clicking. And it seems like it is. So for the top guys to be getting points, and they're not the only ones, obviously. Carcone, Bjugstad, Zucker, I feel like we've been saying this every single night. Someone from every line is scoring every night, but you do want to see your top guys getting points, and that happened tonight.
Yeah, and we've talked about Clayton Keller a lot. He's a guy that teased the record last year. He tied it with, 86 points as a Coyote, tied Keith Tkachuk. And we said, well, that's hard to duplicate again. And even now, we said last week, geez, he kind of went silent for a little bit. And you go, okay, so he must be slipping off the pace.
Guess what? He's not. Can we pull up the comparison from Keller this year to Keller last year? So Petey and I pulled this up, and when we did this last week or whatever it was, he was slightly off pace.
Slightly off pace. Just a little bit behind.
He is now ahead of his pace last season. So last season, through 24 games, he had 7 goals, 15 assists for 22 points. Right now, through 24 games, 8 goals, 16 assists for 24 points. So he
more goals, more assists.
2 points ahead of the pace he was on.
That set a record, by
Unreal.
the way. Yeah.
Unreal.
Somebody said.
Yeah. Tied the record.
Yeah. So he's a point-a-game player right now.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to do a little bit better of that in a few streaks to get up to 86. But again, that's what we said about Keller. Oh, can he do it again? But buddy, he's doing it again. And he just commands the puck. And on that power play, he held onto the puck at the right times. He made unbelievable passes. And you know what he didn't do? He didn't shoot. I think he didn't want to shoot tonight. He wanted to be unselfish and help his line mates. I thought he was exceptional tonight. But I could say that about a lot of players.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to see what has to happen. And I know Jordan Schmaltz is coming in here a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
A week from
tomorrow. Oh, a week from today.
Today. It's Tuesday. Jordan Schmaltz, Nick Schmaltz's
it's
brother.
Monday. It's a week from tomorrow.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was Tuesday. I was close. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But when he comes in here, can we ask him if his brother smiles? Like, buddy, what do you got to do to smile? Like, it's okay. Have some emotion. Nick Schmaltz.
Nikita said I might have to request a trade out to the desert.
Oh my God. I'm here for it. Are you here for Nikita Kucherov?
Oh my God, Nikita,
in the Kachina?
I'm so happy you're back in the chat.
Yes,
we
missed you, Nikita.
Oh, well, this has been so fun. There's still so much to talk about. Craig will be calling shortly, and I'm sure that it's busy in the locker room. I'm feeling pretty lucky today.
Well,
I don't know about you.
I hope you're lucky. Let's go.
So we're going to do a Arizona Lottery holiday scratcher.
I was looking for the thing.
This is a holiday cash scratcher.
Did you read the rules?
This one is the one we did last time.
Good.
So
They're
if you get a
rules.
present,
some of them, I will say, the more money they get, you got to read the directions.
Yes, but this one's
pretty
simple.
easy.
We can
match the number. Yep.
So I'm gonna scratch, but
for
why
the
don't you
Arizona
tell
Sketchers.
people where they can buy?
You know where you can buy the Arizona Lottery
tickets?
scratchers? Everywhere. You can get it at your Circle K, you can get it at your local grocery stores. They're great for stocking stuffers. They're great for any kind of present giving. And you know what? Give yourself the present of money. Give yourself an Arizona Lottery scratcher
and put them in people's stockings.
Stockings. Well, I did it every year.
What a gift!
And are we winning?
Not yet, but we still have 2 chances.
Okay, 2 chances. Because last time we doubled our money, and you can too.
Yeah,
with the Arizona
we did double our money.
Yep.
Okay, so we didn't win today, but that's totally fine because
we're still feeling good.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this was $1, so
yeah, we'll go
out and get another one for $1, and that was a lot of fun. That brought me a lot of joy.
Yep, joy.
So go out, buy your holiday scratchers, Circle K, Fry's, Walmart, wherever you buy scratchers. It's an amazing gift this holiday season.
That was a live on-air scratcher.
Arizona Lottery scratchers.
Zombie.
Go out and buy your holiday scratchers today. Oh my goodness. Anywho, we'll try again, possibly more times this week, and maybe if we win big,
you know what you could do? You could
get new flooring.
New flooring.
Listen, flooring, one of those things that you put off. It's a lot, I know.
Yes. It's a big thing, but it changes your whole house, like moving without moving.
Yeah, it's unreal.
What a difference it makes. Change the whole house.
So let Empire take care of you because they have great customer service.
Don't have to leave the house.
You don't have to leave the house to shop.
Nope.
You can shop online. You can do the thing where you see what it looks like inside of your house.
Augmented reality.
They have amazing, quick, and professional installation, a price match guarantee, and just really good customer service.
Customer service is what sets them apart.
So important.
Yep. Trust.
And right now, they're offering $350 off when you use promo code PHNX. So schedule a free in-home estimate today. All listeners can receive, like I said, a $350 off discount when they use promo code PHNX. Restrictions apply. See empiretoday.com/PHNX for details.
I'm just picturing CWP. He's putting the lyrics to Zombie out. I'm just picturing CWP sitting, just jamming out right now and singing along to a little bit of the Cranberries.
In your head.
Yeah, right. But he should. CWP's waited a long time to cheer on these Yotes.
Oh my God, Rory Joey, rooting from Alaska. Let's go Arizona.
And Riley Riles is back.
We have two people from Alaska.
Rory Joey and Riley Riles, 2 people from Alaska.
Amazing.
In the same show.
Amazing. Yeah, the vibes in the chat are immaculate. I see we hit 100. Craig is literally like minutes away from calling.
We will wait for Craig. So as soon as Craig gets on board.
As soon as Craig gets on, we'll see the mullet magic, the mullet magician.
And sometimes we know the trick he's going to perform. We do not know the trick.
Yeah, pretty fun.
We do not know the trick.
Couple other nuggets I want to mention. The Coyotes' 5 goals in the first were the most goals, in a first period since March 28th, 2013. Is the last time they had that many goals in a first period.
Wow.
Against Nashville.
That's a long time ago. Really?
Yep.
I don't remember it.
That's okay.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't remember it.
Pace setter is in the Yukon?
Yukon.
Wow.
Good. Golly.
Coyotes fans worldwide.
Do they know it's warmer here in Arizona?
Yeah. Ogie from Peoria. Thank you, Ogie.
Ogie all the way from Peoria, Arizona.
41 degrees.
Oh my, Rory Joey, buddy.
No.
I had a heavy coat on and it was 60 today.
I was wearing this.
Yeah, it was 60.
I was freezing.
Freezing, 60 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
A little dew on the ground.
Ducks, Cali. I love it. But no matter where you live, you should shop PHNXlocker.com.
Buddy.
Grab the Cooley shirt he scored. Grab the new crew neck, especially for the cooler weather.
I cannot wait for the Arizona versus everybody. It's so appropriate right now.
Especially right now. Arizona versus everybody, crew neck, t-shirt, so much stuff. PHNXlocker.com. And if you're a diehard, you get 20% off all shirts and a free shirt or hat when you sign up. So a great incentive to sign up. You can join our Discord. Things were popping. Sean's in Boston. What?
Really?
Oh my God. But yeah.
Riley Riles is coming back.
To Arizona?
Oh yeah. From Mesa.
Yeah. I think Riley Riles is in
Wisconsin. Kira's in Wisconsin.
Alabama.
Oh, for sure.
Couple Wisconsins.
Wow. Do you know why all the trees in Minnesota lean to the east? Wisconsin sucks.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Kira. It's Minnesota.
On that subject.
Sorry, that was mean.
On that subject.
I feel bad. I
do.
I feel bad.
That's also very Minnesota of you. Should we talk about good guy Nick Bjugstad? Did you know he's from Minnesota?
I do. What a goal.
That shorthanded little back and forth with him and Alex Kerfoot. Are you kidding me?
But it's like both of the guys were like, oh, no, you score it.
Yeah.
No, you score it. No,
nice.
you go ahead.
Kerfoot's Canadian nice and Bjugstad's Minnesota nice.
Yeah, they both like, you do it. No, it's okay. You do it. Like, I didn't think anybody was going to shoot the damn puck, but Bjugstad. Selfish.
It was amazing. And then it was funny because Todd Walsh.
Wyoming, Ontario. Kyle said Wyoming, Ontario. Is there a city in Ontario called Wyoming?
I'll believe you.
Or he's from Wyoming and I don't know.
We got Virginia. We got Pennsylvania. We have Ontario.
Good
Chris,
God.
I would never hold it against you. I'm from there.
Who? From where?
Ontario.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Do you know my dad's from Ontario?
I did, actually.
Yeah. Fort Francis, way out west. So it almost doesn't count.
Watching from Denver. Sunny Slope. Living in Oregon. This is really fun.
Wow. We're getting worldwide. Cody worldwide today.
Cody worldwide. And Craig at Mullett. So let's bring him on.
Let's bring him in.
Craig.
There he is.
Hey, what's up?
Immaculate vibes, Craig.
There's a lot of vibes going on.
It is crazy. It is just crazy. What the hell happened tonight? What the hell has happened? I don't understand. I keep saying it. I don't understand hockey. I know nothing about this sport.
No, and this team is injured. They're beat up, and they're playing tough teams. And no, just keep winning. And not only winning tonight, they thumped them. They won.
Yeah, this interesting thing about this game, Andre Tourigny didn't like their start. Thought the Caps were taking it to him a little bit, but then when every shot that you send at the goal ends up in the net, it makes it a lot easier to play, and that's what was happening tonight. I didn't think Darcy Kemper was particularly sharp in this game, and that helped them early on, but the other thing that we just keep talking about is Connor Ingram. I mean, they had a big PK early on, and Connor Ingram it's just routine for him now. It's bizarre watching this team right now. They're just beating all comers. We'll talk about the Caps in a minute. I don't think this is a very good team, but the Coyotes are on a ridiculous roll now. Just a ridiculous roll.
Who starts Thursday? Got him.
Yeah, the only time Veg gets back in the net is in a back-to-back at this point.
Which there's two next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor Ingram, unreal. We already talked about he's the NHL's first star of the week. Just unreal. And now he has his second shutout of the season. But I don't know if you remember this. His first shutout of the season was part of this 5-game winning streak.
Yep.
So now he has 2 shutouts in this 5-game stretch. It's just unbelievable what he's doing. And what I love the most, Craig, was in the third period there, Washington actually had a really good chance to score. And you just felt the whole team like diving in front of pucks, desperation around the net. Like they wanted Connor Ingram to get the shutout. It was a whole team effort, and that was so awesome to see. And we talk a lot about how the goaltending, spreads confidence all the way up through the lineup. But to me, that was really awesome to see.
Yeah, there's no denying it at this point. This team is playing better in front of this goaltender. They're inspired by him. They're confident, and again, it helps when every shot you take goes in the net. But my God, this team! Are we going to start talking about the P word? Are we going to?
We already have.
Yeah, I
don't. We already have.
There were national people here tonight that I was talking to, and they're like, "So if there are playoffs, are they going to host them at Mullett?" I'm like,
oh, yeah,
they are. Where else do you think?
Where else are you going to go? Going on to TCC? Get the donuts to fire.
In case you weren't following along this summer, there were no other options. So
yeah. Can you imagine? Craig, this is something I didn't think. And there's still teams like Minnesota's now won 3 in a row with their coaching change. Edmonton's got a big, they put together 4 wins together. So there are teams below the Coyotes that are playing well. There's no doubt about it. But Coyotes have the longest winning streak in the league, and if they continue to play like this as they get guys healthy and back in the lineup, and their goaltender plays like this, you have to include this team. Has got to be in that middle pack in the
Blues Vegas is tied in the
1-1 in the third.
So.
But you have to include this team in that middle pack in the West. You just have to. So
they're definitely there. And listen, we keep going back to this. The goal this season was to play meaningful games late in the season. They're in a really good position to do that.
Correct.
I mean, obviously they could hit a big skid and that could end, but they put themselves in a really good position to have meaningful games. I don't know yet if this is a playoff team. You're right, Petey. Minnesota, Edmonton, both heating up. We'll see how this goes. But they're a fun team to watch. They're just a fun team to watch. They're a fun team to be around. The vibes in this team right now they're just unbelievable. Like Lawson Krause was blocking the way into the dressing room. Didn't realize he wasn't doing it on purpose because there was a particular banger going in the locker room, and they were all they couldn't leave the room until the song was over. There's just such good vibes around this team right now. It's just crazy.
Did you hear Zombie again?
I did not hear Zombie, and I was surprised that Zombie didn't play. Maybe they don't even care anymore. Maybe it doesn't even matter. There's no superstitions. They know that they're a playoff team. Maybe they just know it.
That's unreal. Craig, we were waiting for you to come on. We hit over 100 likes, so we promised the people. We've been wanting you to be here to experience the Mullett magic. So are you ready to see the magician?
I am. And like I said in a tweet or in the Discord, I can't even remember where I said it. I hope he brought it tonight because this was a 6-0 victory. This is not just run-of-the-mill magic trick tonight. This has to be something special. So I need to be impressed.
We don't know what the trick is.
Danielle picked it. We don't know.
But Danielle also didn't look.
I also don't know. So let's find out together.
It's a surprise to
this
all
is like
of us.
roulette?
Yeah, so without further ado, it's the Mullett magician.
The Coyotes do it and win again at home. It's a time for more magic. We take the Four Peaks jar. We go over the bottle cap. We take our quarter. We take the quarter and we say the magic words, Abracamosha! And the coin is inside the jar. How did we do it? It's magic. Mullett magic.
How does he do that? I don't know. It's shocking every time.
It's amazing. No. It is amazing. Who did that? That's incredible.
That's fantastic.
If you're listening on audio, we have a new little leave a like thing with
leave a like lower. That is amazing.
Oh my god!
Did you ever watch?
I made sure not to tell either of you about
that.
This.
Is
so
what's
good.
That, Craig?
Did you ever watch SCTV?
I did.
Do you remember Count?
Oh, the vampire.
Count Floyd's Master Chiller Theater.
Yeah, it was him.
You have major Count Floyd vibes going on.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
great.
We're gonna have to pull a clip of that.
That is great.
Oh my God.
Super chats
from Peter. Another miracle performed. Who is this man?
I can't believe like money appears and disappears out of thin air.
How does it happen?
Wow.
You know what was the best part about that was the camera work.
By the way, someone wrote into the show and said, are these just edited because the magic is so good we can't tell? Are these edited? And the answer is absolutely not.
No, it's live to
all tape. Sleight of hand live to tape. It's unbelievable how good he is. And it's how good this team is, Craig, as we segue back into hockey. This is the kind of hockey they played in Mullett a year ago, and that's where the term Mullett Magic came from, is how well they played at home a year ago. And now they're finally, over this stretch, have really brought that back because they didn't play like this early in the season. They weren't good at home. They were still getting some wins at home, but not like this. Not like where they're jumping at home. And this team was a complete team effort, and I hope they find a way to put it together again on Thursday. Because you'd like to
close
see them
this out, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's important.
I said it.
Yep.
I just want that known. I said they can win all 6 in the homestand. Everyone said, wait a second. Well, look at us now. There's only one game left. It's so funny.
It is good. And somebody asked in the chat, is he French or Italian? I don't think we even know.
It doesn't matter.
We're not
That's why I
sure.
said I need to see a birth certificate.
I heard Slovakian from somebody once, and he might be. We're not sure.
Be.
He's not a real
Could be,
talkative guy. Not real talkative around.
Yeah, well, it's like a man of mystery. Nobody knows anything about the Mullet Magicians yet.
But that's the vibe we needed tonight.
We did.
It is.
Yeah.
It's if you're a Coyotes fan, you've earned this vibe. You've sat through the darkness, and it's time to step into the light. Like this is the vibe you've deserved.
All right.
Yeah. One thing before we go on. Hopefully, Sean Durzi is okay. We did not get an update on him after the game. You sent me the clip of the Tom Wilson hit on him. First, what did you think of the hit, Petey?
It's Tom Wilson. I don't think though, but I don't think there was an.
Is Luke Lipinski still here? Because I can bring him in and ask what I know his opinion of Tom Wilson.
I know. Yeah, Tom hits hard and he's trying to hurt you. I don't think he went knee on knee intentionally on this, and I don't think it's a bad hit. I'm sorry. I know there are a lot of people that are going to disagree with me. This is Tom Wilson. As an opponent playing against Tom Wilson, you better be ready. You better know he's on the ice. And it's unfortunate that it went knee on knee on his right leg for Durzi, but I don't personally think, I haven't looked at it that close, but I didn't think it was a bad hit on first look.
You and I were both texting, basically they crossed each other in cyberspace. My take was that they sent him back out for the next period to test it. So you're not doing that if there's structural damage. You're just seeing, okay, can you go? My take, and I don't know this, I didn't hear this from anyone. They got 2 days off after this. They were up 5-0. Don't put him back in this game. Just let him rest. Hopefully it's just a contusion and he's able to play against the Flyers, or at worst in their personal house of horrors, TD Garden, this weekend.
Yeah, you're right. If he's coming out on the next period to even try it, there's no structural damage. There's X-rays are negative. They're not going to allow a player to injure at worst, especially at this time of the season in a 6-0 game. So it must have been a flexibility issue or a pain tolerance issue, and I think that's a good sign. Now he could wake up tomorrow and things could be different. It could have swelling, it could have whatever. It could be different, but I think that's a good sign that he tried it in the second period. And again, you've got 2 days to rest and recuperate before you play the Philadelphia Flyers on Thursday.
Yep.
Craig, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about the Capitals and Ovechkin, because off the top, Petey was saying, this wasn't the Capitals' best game by any means. And I said, we don't need to focus on that right now. Let's talk about all the good. But I know you wanted to talk about the Capitals.
Watching Alex Ovechkin, he was invisible tonight. And I don't want to name names of people that I was talking to in their media, but they're saying this is what it's been all season. He looks invisible. And listen, Alex Ovechkin, he's first of all, he's missing Nicholas Backstrom. That matters a lot. His father died this past year, so that means a lot too. But guys, he didn't even look engaged. He was not a factor in this game at all. Their power play is the worst power play in the league, which is so weird to talk about when you're talking about the Capitals. And the other thing these guys were saying is Charlie Lindgren, when he gets in net, he's been stealing some games from them that they have no business winning. Everybody that I talked to around this team said, this is a bad team, and eventually it's going to show up.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's funny though. This is when we talked about Alex Ovechkin a summer ago, not this summer, but a year before. I said this is what I expected to see from him last season, and he went out and put 40 up. This is what I was concerned about with Ovechkin when it becomes he's another year older and he's not getting any quicker. And to be fair, I don't think he bends his knees unless the puck is anywhere. No, and if the puck's near him, boy, he'll scoot and he'll get those 2-3 quick strides and he'll go. But if the puck's, he's not interested. He's not interested in defending. He's not interested in getting into the play. He's looking for goals. And I think this team has made a decision on the roster they've built is try to get Alex Ovechkin the record. I really believe that's their focus right now. And he's got 5. He's got 5.
Yeah, he's got 5. He does, though. He looks so disengaged. It just doesn't look like he's interested in playing. And that's weird to see because you're obviously not going to get there if you do that. Like at the end of last season, the three of us were talking about it being a certainty that he was going to break this record. Now he's on pace for like less than 20 goals this season. I mean,
and then that puts him into 3-4 years, and now you're going, he might not 40s. Get it. And another piece, you talked about Backstrom being gone, but you're also missing TJ Oshie, who's another key in their power play. And so their power play, their bumper is Tom Wilson. And Tom Wilson's a nice player, but it's not Backstrom and Oshie. I mean, they're just missing that chemistry that's put them. And Kuznetsov didn't even dress. He's a healthy scratch. So you got three of the pieces. He's
been a problem all season. Yeah,
three of their power play pieces weren't even in the lineup tonight. So if he's not getting power play points, he's not getting points.
So the Washington Capitals have the 32nd power play in the NHL right now. The Coyotes have the 5th. And Craig, I already mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. Blaine Forsythe comes over from Washington to Arizona. We have a video up now on our YouTube channel of Andre Tourigny talking about what he's brought to the Coyotes power play this season. But it's just crazy, like, how the tables have turned. And you know, if Blaine Forsythe had anything to do, and it's a combination of all things, but if he had anything to do with their success and now is over here and the Coyotes are 5th behind only New Jersey, Tampa, the Rangers, and Vancouver, I mean, that's incredible. It's just unbelievable how things have shifted. And it's too bad to see, you know, kind of, I guess, but it's just the natural order of the NHL. Like, the top teams can't stay the top teams forever. It's kind of the changing of the guard. But I do want to see Ovi get the goal record. And, you know, I hope that he finds his way. I do.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Jason Zucker, who's the medical trainer we got to see him jump on the ice. Friend of the show. He's on the show once. And it's funny. I texted with his wife, Paula, earlier, who is also a friend of the show because she watches and dials in with their son Garrett. So shout out to Paula Garrett and Jason Zucker, part of the family. And you like to see him, like Jason Zucker, to me, you watch him on the Capitals bench, and that's a game that they're just defeated in. And this is a team that's ending a long road trip, and they're not the glory team that won the Stanley Cup in 2018. I just don't see this team. I don't see it being a playoff team. Right now, they're in the 3rd spot in their division. I don't see this team hanging on. I just don't.
No. Yeah, neither do I. I was wholly unimpressed with them tonight. But you know what impressed me tonight is I got a free hot dog. So I just want to
know.
You did.
How about Major Nelson? Why don't I complain about food and see if he buys me anything?
Just got a tap on the shoulder and there was food.
There was food. You're so like
that's really how it should be.
I'm
just going to lay that out there. That's really how it should be. That should be my interaction with the entire fan base. All of our diehards should bring me food. That's how I feel, actually.
And what they do, they send you Nutter Butters in the mail.
That's right, Karen McKenzie.
Good God!
Boxes.
Like, how nice must it be to be Craig Morgan? Like, he's just a charmed life. He went to prep school.
Did you? Oh, I'm glad you do that. Yeah.
If anyone in Canada wants to send me some like Aero bars and coffee crisps or all dress trips.
Leah, we already know that you're willing to smuggle things across the border on your own, so it's not like you need
don't
someone
tell
to do
customs.
it for you.
Exactly.
Customs already knows. That's why I get randomly selected at the airport.
Oh, wait. Right. Mark Snow just brought us something interesting because I think that when do they play Ottawa?
Soon.
Yeah, I think the 19th of this month.
Yeah, because someone just said at the bottom here, they said Chikrin is the worst team in the East.
How's that trade demand
Mark
working
Snow
out?
said, how's that trade demand? I want to be on a winner.
Here's the thing. Ottawa has a lot of games in hand on the teams ahead of them because they went abroad, so they have a chance. I mean, they're I think a game below 500, so it's not like they're horrible, but yeah, they got some work to do, and they've had some issues over there. Jacob Chikrin's been on a very cold spell as well, by the way.
Yeah, well, You know what's above 500? The Yotes.
The Yotes.
Just saying.
WAGON.
The WAGON.
Careful what you wish for.
Jack said, want to see the back of the hoodie, so I will show it because
Leah wore the team hoodie today. It has got a coyote. Yep, you can see it. Coyote hockey team with a howling coyote. It is fire.
Sick. Craig.
It's too warm in here though for that, Leah. I don't know how you're doing.
Fine.
These lights are hot.
Chris just said arena update. So let's get to our next topic with you, Craig. Arena update.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
What is the exact parcel of land? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's a lot of obsession with that, really. I mean, yeah, it's Northeast Phoenix. It's adjacent to Scottsdale. Does it really matter at that point? It's a plot of dirt somewhere, maybe a little bit over here, a little bit over there. Stop focusing. It doesn't matter. What matters is their ability to close this deal. And I think I made it clear in what I wrote that there's a lot of people doubting whether they can close this deal. I know there are some people who just think it's sunshine and rainbows because they heard that the Coyotes had picked their site. Well, there's a hell of a lot more nuance to this situation than that. And you can bet your ass that on the first day of the Board of Governors meetings today, they discussed this. So we'll see. Again, we've been through this so many times, guys. It's cool that they picked a site, and we can talk about that site in a minute. But it's about the close. It's not about the plan. It's not about talk. It's not about excitement at this point. Get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. Show me you can get it done. Show me you can get it done with all of the hurdles ahead of you. You may be able to avoid a referendum because of the way this land can be rezoned by the Phoenix City Council, but you still need tax abatement. So what sort of challenges might you face then? They're going to try and structure the deal to make it bulletproof. We'll see if they succeed. There are a lot of other hurdles as well. So let's just wait until not just the announcement comes out, if that's at the end of this year. Let's wait till all the details come out, whatever it is, first quarter or the end of the regular season. Let's see what it looks like, and let's see if they can actually put shovels in the ground.
Yeah, and even to that point, Craig, you and I have been around this team long enough to see them put shovels in the ground, and they still don't build a rink.
Yeah, maybe that's not the measure.
The Los Arcos site, they literally put shovels in the ground, and Shane Doan went for a ceremony, and they still didn't build a rink there. So until they start putting concrete in the ground, I honestly won't believe it. I will say this. Talk about the site, Craig, because you know where that site is?
So close to your house?
Like I can walk there. Why didn't they do that when I worked there for 20 years? Oh, it's dumb. I could ride my bike to work.
You ain't the first person around here that said that. Like, oh, I love the location. Like, yeah, listen.
Yeah,
I don't want to make people think that this is a bad location. It's not Glendale, okay?
It's not ideal though.
There are parts of the Southeast Valley where this drive is as far as Gilbert. I don't care what people's opinions are. Oh, that's not true. Sorry, I have hard data. Waze is crowdsourced. Those are thousands of drives, and at that time of day, that site would be 5 minutes less than going to Glendale. So they're basically the same. That's true. Sorry, that's hard data. That's not your opinion. Having said that, it's in the wealth area of the city. Obviously, there's a lot of wealth in North Scottsdale. I want to dispel a couple of rumors. Oh, the vast majority of their season ticket holders live in Scottsdale. That's not true. Get the data. Again, do the reporting. Get the data. That's not true. There are a lot of season ticket holders. Javier Gutierrez made this plain to me himself, that live in Chandler and Gilbert, the Southeast Valley. That area matters to them. And the northern reaches of that, it's not a bad commute from Tempe or Western Mesa or even northern Chandler. That's still fine. So I don't want to make it out like this is a bad location. It's just not optimal like Tempe was, or even the Northwest Mesa site, which is, a better location for the entire city and the entire fan base than this one is.
One thing I'll say, though, is if after all of this, after 26 years, they finally get it done and we get to put together what we're experiencing tonight on the hockey side, like this joy and excitement, 5 straight games against all the recent Stanley Cup winners, Ingram, like Logan Cooley, Clayton Keller, all of it. If we get to have that and put that together with a permanent solution, the future of hockey, of NHL hockey in this state and city is is unbelievable. And so we're seeing it on the hockey side. We've seen it on the hockey side. It's so fun to be excited. It just sucks that this one thing is still hanging over our heads a little bit. But if that could get done, and then we get to experience what we've been experiencing for the last 5 post games, but in a permanent arena, look out, because this might be one of the top destinations in the National Hockey League.
Yep.
Yeah. Another minor thing. Like I know people are wondering about a timeline, and it's probably stupid to even talk about a timeline, because who the hell knows what sort of obstacles are going to come along the road as they try and plan this. But there have been some people asking me, hey, could they, I don't know where they got this, but could they break ground as soon as April? No, definitely not that soon. Not even in the playoffs. We're probably talking July at the earliest that they could break ground on this. That's what I've been told by the team itself. So don't expect them to be able to break ground early. And of course, that raises the question, okay, how many more years do they have to play at Mullett? Again, going back to the Board of Governors, they're very concerned with that as well. The NHLPA is concerned with that. They're all very interested in this latest piece of news and the timeline that it creates, but there's just not enough sort of closure on it to even be able to predict that with any level of certainty.
All right, well, we can move on from arena talk for now.
Right. He looks depressed again.
Me?
No, Petey.
No, I'm just in thought of all the construction going on in that general area right now. They're building a new apartment building right now. There's more restaurants and bars. There's a new hospital complex going up near the Thunderbird and Scottsdale. That the construction in that area and the location that rumored to be talked about was supposed to be a big shopping center right before the pandemic broke out, and all of that fell through. You're supposed to see all the shopping district coming up there. So, I mean, personally, unbelievable location for me personally. I agree with Craig though.
Me too.
Yeah, the Tempe location was phenomenal. But
nothing.
I'd rather see it in that location than in frickin' Houston or
Salt Lake City.
So let's get the damn thing built.
Here's the other thing. Are we a little pampered in this city? Like when I lived in Chicago, my dad and I would spend an hour and a half driving downtown from the northwest suburbs to watch Blackhawk games. Like I go to LA. Petey, you've been in every arena. You know the commutes. I know they stay closer, but like try LA. Like who knows how long it's going to take you in LA or the Bay Area or any major city. There's this and I think it's true of Arizona fans. They don't commute far. I think this whole city is built on such convenience where everything you need is within a 5-mile radius of your house. It's kind of weird that like we talk about a 45-minute drive as if, oh my God, I'm not going to do that. Like every other city does that. Every other major city does that. Why can't we do that? It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, it's, every city and every state has their driving habits. I guess that's Arizona's.
Yep.
Craig, anything else in general on this game or just anything before we let you go?
Just curious what the first round playoff matchups look like right now. Have you guys looked at that?
I can.
The Blues won in overtime.
They did.
They did. So they're staying right there.
Hold.
Did Winnipeg win too?
Yes.
Right now, the Coyotes would open up with the Colorado Avalanche.
I mean, they just beat them handedly the other day.
Yeah, so no big deal. NBD, DNVR, PHNX face-off. I like it. Bring it. Last time they did that in 2020 didn't work out quite so well.
Oopsie. All right. Well, Craig, we will let you go and we'll talk to you later.
See you tomorrow, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bill in the chat, Arizona fan from Ottawa, just watched the game from Mululaba, Australia. Go Yotes, go!
A lot of Yotes fans in Australia too.
A lot of them. I met a lot of them.
And you created some of them. So Bill,
Logan Cooley created a lot of them.
Yeah, he did. Fire.
Unreal.
Oh, Shane Diefenbach's in the chat. He's not too far from the new site either.
No, he's not. And I
You
know
can take
Shane.
back roads.
Shane, let me know if you bet on this game. So earlier today, I'm in my office and Damon, who's the host of PHNX Best Daily,
degenerate,
walks in and just looks at me and goes, "Do I take the Yotes tonight?"
And you said,
and I said, yes. They're on a heater. Connor Ingram was just named the first star of the week.
Okay.
Take them. And he did. And he texted me during the game and he said, WAGON. That's all he said. Yep. And then I said WAGON and he said Yotes own the league. So Damon, I won you some money.
Yes.
And I hope everybody took the Yotes tonight and won themselves some money over at BetMGM. ride the Yotes. Just ride the Yotes right
Yotes.
now. Ride Connor Ingram. You can bet the over and saves, whatever it is you want to bet, you can do so over at BetMGM. And if you haven't signed up yet, use the bonus code PHNX. You can place your first BetMGM sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile application of at least $10. And if that bet loses, your bonus bets will be available once your initial wager is settled. You can check out the show notes for full details. And now you can listen to Shane talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., New York, or Ontario.
Mullett,
it is fun to bet on it, but it's also fun to go.
Well, I was going to say, Mullett Magic is alive and well. The Coyotes have won 5 of 6 home games. There's one more home game on this homestand, and you should go. Go to this game, get your tickets on Game Time, and if you wait until the day of the game, they'll be as cheap as possible. That's what's so great about Game Time. You can check them out. You can see what your view would be like from your seat. You can also buy parking on Game Time. It's so convenient, and it's absolutely the best place to buy tickets, hands down. If you literally pull up Game Time and then pull up another ticketing site, I promise you Game Time will be cheaper. I have done this, and I have used Game Time, and so has Petey. It's so easy to use. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, download it today, create an account, and use code PHNX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PHNX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Shane said, I'll be there.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule while we are at it, because it's now updated with next week. And of course, after the Coyotes take on the Flyers at home on Thursday, they're on the road to the dreaded TD Garden in Boston for an 11 a.m. start. That's not dreaded for you and me, Petey.
No,
we
love
love
it.
that.
That's this Saturday?
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
Danielle is crying behind the Mac over that. And so is Charles, I know. Well, there's not a lot of morning people here, but
Really?
we are. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
there are in the East Coast.
11's not morning. That's afternoon.
The East Coast and Atlantic people in the chat, and the Europeans. And
Yes, love it.
Thrilled.
Danielle is waiting to say something.
Yeah, what do you want to say?
During baseball season, I sleep until noon.
Oh my God.
Buddy, what is it with baseball people? They start their games at 7. They don't have morning skates. They go to the ballpark by like between 3 and 5, and then they eat when they get there in the clubhouse. It's a different way of life than hockey. Just telling you. Hockey.
Because there's also a chance. There's no guarantee that you're going to make it home before 3 in the morning.
Hockey.
Because it could go 17 innings for all you know.
Yeah, it could.
True, there has
That's
been,
fair.
in the playoffs, hockey playoffs though get crazy.
Crazy.
But Danielle, can we pull up the graphic one more time?
Yes.
So after Boston, then they head to Buffalo.
First back-to-back they've had in a long time.
Yeah, which is wild because this team
Yeah.
has a lot of them usually. Sean's Buffalo Sabres on Monday in Buffalo, back-to-back with Pittsburgh the following day, and then back home later in the week for a San Jose Buffalo back-to-back. So
At
Buffalo
home.
twice in a week. You got the Sharks coming in, and hopefully the
My
Mullett
God.
Magic continues on. So
That's a lot of hockey.
two back-to-backs next week. As we mentioned, that's probably when we'll see. We might see Veggie twice next week.
And I don't know if is this supposed to be secret, but there's also a PHNX holiday party.
Yeah, we're
squeezing in.
busy next week.
What the hell? Like, what am I supposed to do?
And we have a special thing that we're doing next week.
Do I know about that?
Yes.
I do. Okay.
We might be even doing an extra show that week.
Oh, that's that week?
Yeah. I know.
Jesus. Good Lord.
Hey, at least they play 11,
That
5,
is-
and 5.
So
they're
is
not
it,
super late
we're not
nights.
going to tease. We're going to tease it. We're not going to tell people yet. But there is another special show coming potentially.
Like, it's going to be so fun.
Is it? Are we're working on preparations to this? Is everybody on board?
Everyone's on board.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You see that Saturday Night Live skit with Kristen Wiig where she has the secret and she
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tell? Oh my God. She's freaking out because she can't tell the secret. I don't really want to care. I don't care. I'm not that big a deal. As long as I'm there and make it on time.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, Leah, you got to look at what's happened today.
What's happened today?
They stayed in the top wildcard spot. They've won their 5th game in a row. They're 4 games in a row at the Mullett. Their goaltender is the first star of the week with 2 shutouts. They've also inched closer to an arena deal. Inched closer. Things are happening in the hockey world in Arizona, and it's just a matter of time before more people jump on the wagon. Because we've got a lot of diehards, a lot of people have been around this team for a long time and through some very dark times. Just wait. The good times are coming.
The good times are hopefully coming. You mentioned Connor Ingram one more time. We just want to give another nugget. This is the second 5-game win streak of his career and this season.
Yeah.
So he's now had 2 5-game win streaks this season. This was game 24.
Yep.
So he's had 2 5-game win streaks, and he's the only
Amazing.
goaltender in the NHL with 2 win streaks of 4 or more games this season.
Incredible. He's
that good?
absolutely been the difference. And to Craig's point, I agree. This team plays different when he's playing like this. They just do. They're giving him run support, and they're blocking shots. Things are coming together for this team right now. I'm curious to see how they get through a road trip.
Yeah.
To some really tough places and 2 back-to-backs.
Yeah.
This is going to be another test for this team. They've done well at home. 2 back-to-backs coming up. One of those is a home back-to-back, but 2 back-to-backs coming up. We'll see, because it's an injured club that's going to be stretched pretty thin over those 4 games in 6 nights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Himgrim.
Vezinigram. One other note that this was the Coyotes' first time winning 5 straight games since the 2018-19 season.
It's unreal.
So
It is unreal for a team
minute.
that wasn't quite ready for this. I didn't think. I
Bill
thought this was a year
Armstrong
away.
stood in front of the media on media day and said, "Yeah, this isn't a playoff team yet."
Yep.
This is the freaking Coyotes way, though.
Yep.
This is the Coyotes way.
Scratch
And it was so funny, actually, when the Coyotes were getting outshot like 5-1 at the start of the game. I almost texted Sean and said, "This is optimal live betting time." And
Thought the same thing.
I've been just dishing out amazing betting
You
advice
should.
today. Unreal. But yeah, this is the Coyotes way. It's unreal to see what's happening with this team. It's just unreal.
Can I ask a question of Lunkers? Because Lunkers said he's from up north, and I think I've asked before, but I have short-term memory problems. He's got a fish. Like, where is north? Like, north is pretty vague. Like, Flagstaff could be north, right? I'm up
Let
north.
us know, Lunkers.
Lunkers, where north is.
Up in the north.
Up in the north. Again, vague. It could
He's
be
wearing
anywhere.
an Illinois jacket.
Oh, see, I can't see that far.
So
So we're
maybe
guessing
that north?
Midwest. We'll see.
I love how we're calling him Lunkers
Yeah,
when
who
his
knows?
name is Lucas. Okay, well, while we're waiting for his answer, let's take a look at the punch card.
Oh, his name's Lucas. I get it.
Presented by Arizona Lottery. Don't forget
Sorry.
to go out and buy your holiday scratchers. 5 straight checks. This third line is looking unreal.
Has this happened in our entirety? Yeah, I think it happened once in our entirety of being PHNX.
Charles would know.
Charles would know. I think it happened on that Eastern road trip
Yeah, that
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it did. But Charles would know. He's
Crazy.
the keeper of all that. Illinois, the
crazy.
Midwest. Yep. Okay.
Look at this.
That counts as north.
Crazy.
Hockey the hard way.
Look at this.
5 straight wins. There's only 1 loss on this line. Can they keep it up?
Yes.
I don't know. Boston.
They're beating Philly.
Boston is game 26.
Okay, Boston, whatever. We'll talk about that on Saturday. They're beating Philly.
They're beating Philly.
They're beating Philly. They're sweeping the homestand.
Book it.
Book it. Bet MGM. Place your bets.
Book it. Love it.
It's unreal.
It's just I can't stress this enough. Enjoy the excitement while it lasts, because you just don't know as a Yotes fan when they're going to kick your feet out from underneath you. So enjoy it while you can and rub it in everybody's face. I'm okay with that. Put up the banners. It's fine, because we don't get to do it very often. So if you've got Ethan's already got the banners as his.
Well, Ethan had the Toronto
banner
the
before,
banner for
but this
months.
banner's better.
Yeah.
So yeah, send it to your fans of other teams. Just do it. Put it on socials tomorrow. Put the banners out there.
Coyotes versus everybody.
Coyotes versus everybody. Let's effing go.
Let's effing go. Get the shirt. Get the sweater. I'm telling you.
My sweatshirt is ordered. I don't know when they were printing though. It said they were. I forgot. I'll look it up. I'll know by the next time.
Ordered.
I'll know by the next time.
Petey, any other thoughts on this
No,
game?
I keep waiting for this to go, oh, they're just teasing us and they're going to go back to normal. But tonight is any indication, it was even better. I'm be on the lookout for updates from Craig on Sean Durzi. I think that's important. I think he's a player that's been very good on the back end. I know they've got guys that can fill that stopgap short term, but he's a guy that they're going to need if they want to continue to be hot on the power play. I know Dumba stepped in and did well there the last half, but keep an eye on Durzi. Let's hope Connor Ingram's ready to go for Thursday, and let's ride this train as long as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. This has just been a crazy stretch. It's been so much fun. And yeah, I mean, let's just hope they can keep it rolling. It's just, I can't even believe it.
But let's enjoy it while we can and continue to enjoy it, and we'll continue to give everybody the flowers that deserves it. And I think this was a complete team win, and so good on them.
I want to give flowers. I didn't want this person to not get their flowers. Alex Kerfoot.
Alex Kerfoot.
And I know we gave him
again.
flowers last postgame, but he deserves them again because he had another 3 points tonight, Petey.
Yeah, and here's a guy that we talked about their free agent signings that they could possibly trade at the end of the season, and Kerfoot's one that can do everything. And I know there will be playoff teams. What if this is a playoff team, though? Then he's not going anywhere because he just does too many things.
It's unreal.
And I saw that somebody did an AI of him talking to the Toronto fans crying. Did you see that?
No, that's
with
funny.
Kerfoot? And this is pretty funny. So yeah, he does do everything. He's as advertised, and I think that teams will be jumping to get part of him come the trade deadline, and hopefully this team's in a spot where they can't trade him. Let's hope.
Yep, let's absolutely hope. So many players deserve their flowers, and we hope that you will give us some too by liking this video. We
Somebody
appreciate.
disliked it. Damn
I
it.
know it just happened.
I think Nikita does it when he leaves.
Nikita, leave a like. Leave a like.
I can't even do that imitation. I don't know.
I don't know
That's so
how he
hard.
does it. I don't
So
know how
hard.
he does it. Leave a like, subscribe, by the way, to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. And speaking of hot teams, the Suns are in the in-season tournament. It's exciting. There's a lot up in the air. We don't know what could happen. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night on Arizona Family Sports to check out the Suns versus the Lakers, wherever you get TV,
Go
Channel
Suns.
3, 3.5, Channel 44. If you have your antenna already for the Coyotes, you can make sure you tune in to Channel 3.1. Just check it out. And if you need help finding the channel, wherever you live in Arizona, you can visit azfamily.com and click Suns Games for listing information for your area. AZ Family is a great resource to help you find Phoenix Suns games on Arizona Family Sports. I don't know what's happening. Oh, is this what I think it is? Is this the Four
Yep.
Peaks Advent calendar?
Yep.
This thing is amazing. Wow. Holiday
Yeah.
cheers.
And you can see it's got that.
There's
Lots
a
of beers.
lot of beers in there.
Yep.
Not this box is empty, but we have a full one.
Yeah.
And when you buy this from the A Street Pub, they are full of beers. A
And it's
beer
like
advent
Christmas.
calendar?
Because you don't know what you're going to get, because behind each door there's a different beer and you literally don't know what you're buying.
Unreal. I mean, what more can you ask for? That's a great gift, by
fantastic.
the way.
For
An
your
early
beer
gift.
drinkers on your Christmas list.
Check it out. And swing by the A Street Pub if you've never been, or if you've been and haven't been in a while. Go swing by, and you can also, of course, buy Four Peaks wherever you buy your beer. So visit fourpeaks.com/locator to find all your favorite brewery tours and events. You can check out at Four Peaks Brew or at Four Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. And you must be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and please drink responsibly. Clinton said, someone doesn't believe in magic.
Yep. Plus the dislike.
That's true. Oh my
But
gosh.
it's good to have life filled with wonder and believe in magic. I think that's important.
I agree. And I know I haven't been around this franchise as long as some other people who've been through some of the downtime. And trust me, I've been around a lot of the downtimes, but it's just fun to feel the optimism. I'm one of these
It is
people. I'm one of these people who I'm going to fully enjoy it. Like, why wouldn't I? You know, I know there's still a lot of uncertainty, but I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and this is 24 games in. This isn't 4 games in. Because when you go 4 or 5 games in, everybody's like, oh, wait, everybody will catch up and it'll all even out. This is 24 games in. You're past the quarter poll already, and the Coyotes are still relevant and probably playing their best hockey of the season right now. And so, yeah, this is real. This is realistic, and their good players are playing their best hockey right now, and they've got guys that really complement this lineup that are out of the lineup with injuries, and they're going to get healthy. So, yeah, stay positive. Stay positive. I know Andre Tourigny preaches that. This team wins by committee. They win as one pack, and I think that's why they were the dog in him, was the entire team, and I think that just epitomizes what this team is. They're a team that comes together for each other, and we joked about it with the Diamondbacks, but you really can't bet on a bunch of guys that believe in each other. You just can't. And I know it's early, and there's some really good hockey teams out there, and this team is not probably quite ready to hoist a Stanley Cup, but for a playoff run, it's not impossible.
It's definitely not. Just crazy. So what a run it's been. We appreciate you all. We don't have a show tomorrow because on Wednesday we have a show with PHLY. There was a lot of discussion about PHLY.
Yeah. Our first head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, and Charlie O'Connor from PHLY will be
Cool.
with us in studio on Wednesday to help preview that game. So we'll be back on Wednesday at 2 p.m. live, and then Thursday postgame show, Friday 2 p.m. Flavoring Friday, and then Saturday our nice little 11 a.m. start.
Perfect.
So that's the schedule for the rest of the week.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Make sure you're subscribed to the PHNX Sports YouTube channel so you never miss when we go live, and you never miss all the extra content as well. And be sure to follow each of us. Petey is trying to hit 2,000 followers before the year ends, and he's about 40-something away.
Yeah, I'm trying.
If you are not following at S. Peters Hockey, go take out your phone right now
Please
and do
do.
it. He really wants to hit 2,000
do.
followers. So follow at S. Peters
My
Hockey.
Christmas gift.
Yes. You can follow me at Leah Merrill, follow Craig at Craig S. Morgan, follow Danielle at Abrica Danielle, and follow the show at PHNX_Coyotes. And if you're listening on audio, hit a little 5 stars. It really takes 2 seconds, and it means a lot to us. But everybody, enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Enjoy this win, and we'll see everybody a little later this week.
We all silly like the mayor.